Is this the end of the bull market? Let me take you through that. My name's Craig. I've been trading for 20 years and I follow trends. If you like my content, please do consider giving me a follow. In this video, I'm going to show you not only what I'm looking at long term, but also a trade idea coming up on ASTER that you might be interested in. So stick around till the end. So yeah, how about this market right now? Well, it's been a bit tricky. I'm a trend follower. I don't mind whether the market goes up or down. I will be honest, I'd prefer it to go up because I do stack sats and I do have a hodl portfolio. I have a portfolio that I just hang on to. It's not all just about trading. I do trade fluctuations in price, but I'm also an investor in this industry, and it has been a very long cycle. And I think the cycle's a little bit broken for the altcoins, and we'll talk to that in just a minute. But I get asked a lot, are we still in a bull market? Well, let's look at a couple of things that are real. First things first, I want to touch base right away with Bitcoin. And I'm going to mark in this level right through here. Why? Well, there's support that was running through here. This was also the point at which we went into a daily downtrend, a lower high followed by a lower low. For me as a trader, it means I'm now open to the opportunity for trading short. And last week, I was able to get 2 short positions on as it was a week where the trade set up. Now we see Bitcoin rally back off of $100,000 straight up into this level, and this level acting as an old level of support becomes resistance quite often when tested underneath. And as you can see, it's hit that, went a bit above, and it rejected it heavily, with Bitcoin closing down 2.8% yesterday. The first rejection was Bitcoin. The second rejection was Ethereum, which was very close to being a short position for me. I didn't take it because it didn't quite fit my rules. Support 1, 2, 3. So a stronger level of support arguably running through there on Ethereum. Running back up into this region in a daily downtrend, bearish candle in this moving average zone. Now, before you ask, it's a 10 period and 20 period moving average. I use the EMA. It doesn't make much of a difference if it's the SMA. For me, for the last 15 out of my 20 years, I've stuck to a strategy using these moving averages and a breakout. 2 strategies is all it is for me, and I've made a very good career out of it by just being good at these 2, really. This is a trend following one, pulling back in and moving away. Why do I use these averages too? Well, you'll see throughout this video, when price moves into them, they tend to move away or out of that zone when we are in a trend. Now, one thing that we might see is we might actually now see a higher low. And then if we break up through this old resistance or the support that is resistance, then we'll get ourselves into a daily uptrend. And the same can be said there for Bitcoin. Bitcoin would need to break the low of this to set a true higher low. But again, we do have that level there. We could see a push to the upside. And let's be honest, we've got a lot of fundamental stuff coming out. The US government's getting closer to opening up again, which means a backlog will start to be taken care of. It will take a little while. I wouldn't be surprised if when they do open again that we saw a bit of movement positively in the marketplace. But I think that it's going to take a few weeks for everything to come to be normal again. And the reason I say that is think about when you go on a holiday from work and you come back, right? You've got a bunch of stuff to catch up on before you can get back into your normal rhythm and routine. Well, currently there's a backlog of 155 ETFs that are pending with the SEC. There's obviously a huge amount of other things going on. There's also the Clarity Act, hoping that Brian Armstrong is right when he said that they wanted to have a draft by Thanksgiving, which is the back end of November. So there's a lot there backlogged, but it will mean more than likely liquidity back into the market. We're also moving away from quantitative tightening. There's a whole bunch of really positive stuff going on for the market, and yet we keep finding ourselves moving lower. So why is that? And is the bull market actually over? Well, what I'm going to revert back to is a chart called the monthly that not many people look at. Why do I look at it? Well, I've been doing this a long time, and when it comes to macro trends, the monthly is a time frame that I really, really, really respect. And it's the one that is in the best trend at the moment. Now notice this, here are my 2 moving averages again. I showed it to you on the downside, pulls back in, moves away. Well, here it is on the upside, and here it is on the monthly chart. I'll also let you know, it doesn't matter what time frame you apply this on. When there's trends, it works very well. Price moves away, it gets extended from the averages, it pulls back in, then it moves away, and it pulls back in. I'll also note that as it pulled back in over here, it was the end of the world. The bull market was over. It was, all that sort of sentiment comes back. The emotions come up. Again, over here, very recently, back in April, we had a lot of emotion there, and then we pushed to all-time highs. Equally, over here, we have a bit of emotion. We have the market pulling back. It could still pull back deeper, no doubt about it. The reality is we still have an uptrend with higher lows and higher highs and good convergence of MACD, i.e., for me, the monthly still looks really, really good. We're feeling it from the altcoins, though. I know they keep getting just hammered. We have not, like this, as far as the cycle, the 4-year cycle for altcoins goes, it's over. It ain't there no more, mate. It's gone. We're still a 4-year cycle of Bitcoin, of course, because we have a halving. It's set in the code. But the altcoins have been getting decimated, and it hasn't felt like we've had really that much to cheer about. Therefore, well, let's look at the monthly chart. Keeping in mind, total market cap is also taking into account, a lot of this. That's 3.43 trillion. Only 248 billion is outside of the top 10 in our others chart. But the total market cap trend is still very strong, still convergent, still really nice, and still pulling back into these moving averages. So do I think the bull market is over? No, I don't. Do I think there's some fundamental things coming up that will potentially shape a move for us? Absolutely, I do. The first step is getting that US government back to work, serving the people and helping us with our market clarity, because markets don't like uncertainty. So I still think we've got more upside. Now, trends will change. And, at some point this trend will weaken or it will reverse. Right now, all I'm seeing on total and all I'm seeing on Bitcoin is a strong market that's having a very clean pullback, as markets do. I mean, do you breathe in or do you breathe out? You do both. And this is what this market is doing. And whilst it might be painful as it pulls back in, the reality is the trend is still there. So I still think there's plenty to go in this bull market. And until the charts show me any differently, it's just about adjusting your time horizons to work with the market. Now, I don't mind if the market goes up or it goes down from the trading view, the trading version of me. Because if it goes short and I've got downtrends, I can take shorts and I can still profit. My strategies work in other direction. It's not, exclusive to any one direction. But at the moment, I'd like to see some longs come back in, because here's one on ASTER. Let me show you this too. I'm going to come down now and show you the daily. Now, ASTER is the DEX platform for Binance. Essentially, it's a CZ type backed thing. It's got a lot behind it, and of course, it was the new kid on the block, and the new shiny toy going back a couple of months now, and since it's pulled back quite deeply. But I think there is room for this project within the space, and with the clout behind it, I think it'll probably have its day in the sun yet again. And what I'm seeing is a very tight little range on the daily time frame. So I come down now. I showed you one of the strategies. The basis was those moving averages and following the trends. Well, here's a breakout for me. This is one of my strategies as well. And what I'm seeing is test 1, test 2, test 3. I actually want to see another test of this resistance up here. A little bit of a bee's dick break right there. Why a bee's dick? Because the bee's dick's really, really small. So I can tolerate a bee's dick. I'd like to see it retest this level for another test at a minimum, preferably with a higher low on this 8-hour time frame as well, so I can get a nice tight stop relative to the chart. But look, higher low, higher low, higher low. It's building. The pressure is building on ASTER, and I think if I can get another test up here, I'll probably be looking for a long on ASTER and looking for a leg to the upside. I think there's plenty of room for it. I just want to see this trade set up to fit my checklist system, my rules, and then I'll be good to go. Now, as you can see, there are a number of others in here, both a mix of longs and shorts that I've gone through and added to my watch list, but this is the one that I wanted to point out to you. So do you like this type of stuff? If you do, please give me a follow. There's plenty more where that came from. And I don't think the bull market's over at all. I think it's just often that people don't have a time horizon that allows them to be patient enough or to view what is going on in the bigger picture. So I hope this finds you well. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I hope you're rosy. Don't let the short-term price movements worry you too much. Zoom out, have a look at the big picture, and if you are concerned about downside, then you better bloody be looking to learn how to trade, because you can make money if the market does fall. Have a ripper week. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.